Hi, I'm Fiona Keary, founder of Style Liberation, and welcome to this week's retail review. This week we are reviewing Reiss, which is an awesome UK brand, and we're going to look at it by style personality, colour palette, dress code and body shape as well, and all the other important things that you need to know about Reiss. Now, Reiss was started by David Reiss back in 1971, and it is really known for its original and directional lines in terms of its design style. It is very tailored, although when I say very tailored, yes, it's suiting, beautiful quality tailored coats and things like that. And when I talk about tailoring, it's also gorgeous, softer draping blouses, things that look really refined. And they are really refined, and beautiful luxurious fabrics as well. So it started back in 1971, and it is also a menswear brand as well, and has brilliant accessories and footwear too. So if I was to describe it, I would say it's modern, sophisticated and refined. So if we take a look at style personality wise, it is absolutely perfect for our elegance, our feminines, and also our sultry style personalities as well. So if you are any of these or a combination of these, then you're going to find Reiss a really great place to shop, especially in terms of workwear in particular. So when we talk about dress code for Reiss, we're probably looking at more your smart casual, and even then it's a little bit dressier than just your stock standard smart casual. So your smart casual through to smart business, formal business, and also cocktail and formal wear as well. So it does cover that whole range. And because of its elegant and refined nature, it tends to be on the more dress side than the more sort of laid back or casual side. Although if you are a natural, you probably will find a few pieces that are going to work for you there as well. When it comes to colour palette, you can find something for every colour palette here, and some of the pieces that I'm showcasing today are a little bit on the warmer side, so more yellow based when it comes to colour. And there are brighter colours in there as well, and I do tend to find that it changes from season to season. However, at the moment I would say that they are slightly muted. What we mean is dusty and soft with that. So if you're someone who does need something a little bit brighter and bolder, you probably want to stick to your neutrals here within this palette, or go for your deep plums or deep greens, which you'll see through when you have a look through the site. When it comes to body shape, it does actually cater for all body shapes. What I would say though, with the tailoring and semi-fitted cut, it tends to really favour those with an hourglass body shape, and also those who are a triangle or an inverted triangle as well. There are definitely cuts and shapes though for the rectangles there too. Sizing wise, it's UK 4 to 16, and I do find that the UK and Australian sizes do match up quite well. However, as always, just check out the sizing guide and also check just where they're measuring. And remember, if you are a rectangle body shape or someone who has a slightly raised waist, just bear that in mind, because the waist measurement is usually a natural waist, which is where your belly button is. And often for a lot of rectangles, I find that the waist is a little bit higher. So just be aware of that if you're doing the measurements. And to avoid it cutting where you are not the narrowest, then what I would do is look at something that's got a slightly raised waist. And a slightly raised waist I find works for every body shape, works really, really well. So when it comes to pricing, what you're looking at as an investment really for Reiss, and it's not, one-hit wonders or it's just going to last a season. These are pieces that have really great quality fabrics and tailoring, so they are investment pieces. So dresses you're looking at from about 420, tops from 145, pants, skirts from about 250, and then you're looking at about 610 for jackets and blazers, and upwards of 850 for coats, etc. Now, they are available online here in Australia, so they've got delivery to Australia, which actually comes from the UK. Delivery is $20, and you're looking at about 3 to 4 days delivery time for that. They do have standalone stores in Melbourne and Sydney, and they do have concessions from Brisbane, Gold Coast, Sydney, Melbourne, and Adelaide in David Jones as well. And they do have a 14-day return period. So you actually complete your return form online, print that out, and then send it back. And you do pay the postage for sending items back as well. So before we take a look at some of our favourites, just a reminder, if you want to find out more about brands that are perfect for you based on your style personality, your colour palette, dress code, and also body shape, then pop over to 35plusweartoshop.com, where you can download our free retail guide where we classify 90 retailers by those characteristics. And also pop over to our Facebook group, 35 Plus Wear to Shop, where we have women helping each other find the perfect pieces for them based on that criteria too. So let's take a look at some of my favourites. So what I love about Reiss is that they take something that can be quite a classic shape and a little bit elegant and give it a little bit of a twist and a difference. So it's not your, I guess, stock standard shape or drape either. So this Marsha waist detail dress in pale green, I love it. It looks so relaxed and elegant and refined at the same time. I think the use of this sort of pale sage green is absolutely gorgeous, and it's just giving a twist on something that usually we'd see in a navy or black, or maybe a grey, and adding a really great colour in here. Perfect for someone if you are warm, muted and soft. Warm, muted, possibly a warm, clear and light might get away with it. Just need to check that it's not too soft for you. And possibly also a cool, muted and soft as well. Really gorgeous detail. And you can see how you could use this for work, but also, adding, I guess, some bling for evening, and a really great heel as a little bit of a statement would be fantastic. So again, love, love, love their tailoring. Sticking with our warm theme here, we've got this gorgeous Leah floral printed multi-blouse. And what I love about blouses is they just have so much more movement to them than a shirt. So I find that they're really flattering for most body shapes. And if you're going to pair this with a skirt, you really are looking to tuck it in, or doing a magic tuck or a front tuck. However, with pants and things like that, you can leave it out if you want to. Tuck or leave out, up to you, depending on what you really prefer. But again, I love their prints and patterns because they're just something that's a little bit different, and often they tend to be exclusive as well. Now, what I did want to show you is around the tailoring, because I know I have a lot of clients who it's like, well, I want to wear a suit, but it's really kind of tricky to find a suit now. So I find a grey is a fantastic neutral for most colour palettes, especially the cool colour palettes. But if you find a slightly warmer grey, it's really great if you're a warm and muted, or a warm and clear as well. So this is a great one. What I love as well is, if you notice down here, it comes in the trouser, and then we can also see that you've got the skirt as well, which I love with the little slits up the front. Really great length at knee length. If you find it's a little bit long, I'd always go just below the knee, on the knee, or just above the knee. It tends to be the most flattering for most women. And then it also comes with a dress, so you can peen that with the jacket over the dress as well. So love that versatility, especially if you travel a lot for work. You can stick with one base piece, so you've got the jacket, and then you can mix and match it with those other items so that you're not having to take too much with you. All would be able to fit there in your standard carry-on luggage there. I've been speaking a lot lately with a lot of clients about going for a grey heel. So we see a lot of people, obviously a black heel tends to be a staple in a work wardrobe. We find a lot more of your blush, beige, tan heels tends to be a staple as well. And another colour I'd love you to think about for a heel that's quite neutral is a grey. And the reason I'm a huge fan is because it goes with black, and it also goes really, really well with navy. So it's an alternative to doing that sort of neutral blush beige heel for most people. And because it's still, a little bit different at the moment, it's going to give you a little bit more of an edge when it comes to you putting together an outfit and changing it up a little bit without, going crazy with maybe sequin shoes with a a suit, for example. So they are just a few of my favourites. So love, 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 love Reiss. And I was a big Reiss fan. And I mean, I still am a big Reiss fan. However, I don't find I need it as much now that I'm not in the corporate world anymore. So it is, if you are looking for really sharp workwear, I would say Reiss, definitely check it out. Especially if you want those investment pieces that are going to last for many, 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 many seasons. So a reminder again, if you want to find out more brands and retailers that are perfect for you, hop on over to 35plusweartoshop.com and download our free guide, 35 Plus Wear to Shop, and also join us in our Facebook group. It's an awesome community of women and they're all lovely and willing to help you out there. We're going to take a break for Christmas, and so we're going to do something a little bit different, but we'll be back the week after Christmas with episode 27. So we will see you then. Have a brilliant Christmas, everyone. Safe travels if you are traveling, and looking forward to seeing you just after Christmas. Bye.